let's get to this unboxing of the new clubs that I have for the new golf season. They're not just new clubs, they just also represent the start of something new. So hopefully these guys get me playing better, hopefully. So the goal for next season is just to get back into playing golf and enjoying the game again. And then hopefully once we rebuild the swing and we get to that point, maybe have a goal of getting to scratch, but that's very hard. Also be documenting the physical fitness part of it. So during this whole time of my mental health crisis, I just stopped working out, just kind of started eating bad. So I'll be working on that. Also, maybe video some meal preps that I do. We'll see how that goes. Hello. Welcome to the channel. I'm D-Malls, and this is D-Malls Golf. I decided to start this channel to document the rebuilding of my golf swing from the ground up. Also document living a healthy lifestyle, eating better, working out, getting the body ready for next season. Now the reason for me rebuilding my golf swing, even though I played pretty decent last year, is towards the end of the golf season this season, my mental health started to decline. I felt like I was getting angry, I was getting irritated, and I didn't know why. Usually golf is an outlet for me. Usually if I'm feeling this type of way, I'll go to the range or play around. But suddenly I just wasn't feeling it anymore. I mean, I was out there playing, but inside I was just didn't want to play the game of golf, which I've been playing for about 15 years. And it wasn't just golf that was impacted by my mental health. Life at home, life at work. So towards the end of the year, I made a decision to sell all my golf clubs. Don't even think about golf at the time and just work on myself. It was hard because the times that I did fall into those feelings, I always thought I could just fix it myself. Like, oh, I could just deal with it. But eventually, with how everything was going on at home and work and then just golf and just life in general, I finally sought help. I was talking to a therapist about 2 times a week, which helped a lot, just to give a different perspective on life. So now, after talking to a therapist, I feel like I'm good in the mental health space and feeling good. Did also just take a vacation with my family, which also helped, just to get away and just think about life. So now I'm ready to get back into the game that I really love. I just love playing golf, just love being out there, being on the course, just the mindset it puts you in. Because pretty much it's a game with, you're just against yourself. It's just against yourself in the course, and it just gets you into a lot of deep thinking. So I also just want to say, as from a mental health aspect too, you know, you should never feel like you're alone. You're never alone. You got family, there's resources out there that you can research or call or text if you're not comfortable doing face-to-face. There's someone out there that's willing to help you, and you should never feel alone. That's why I'm also starting this channel. So hopefully it will reach out to people. If you ever need someone to talk to, you could come into my channel, leave a comment. I'd be more than happy to message you. You could talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about golf. It could just be about life, or just if you just need something to vent. You could also hit me up on Instagram too if you want to send me a message there. I just want you to know that there's someone out there to talk to you. So you should never feel alone. The Instagram handle is at @dmalsgolf, DMALS golf. So let's get to this unboxing of the new clubs that I have for the new golf season. They're not just new clubs, they just also represent the start of something new. So hopefully these guys get me playing better, hopefully. So the goal for next season is just to get back into playing golf and enjoying the game again. And then hopefully once we rebuild the swing and we get to that point, maybe have a goal of getting to scratch, but that's very hard. Also be documenting the physical fitness part of it. So during this whole time of my mental health crisis, I just stopped working out, just kind of started eating bad. So I'll be working on that. Also, maybe video some meal preps that I do. We'll see how that goes. So let's get to this unboxing. Let me get a knife here. All right. So with the unboxing, we're gonna start from the top of the bag, which is the driver, and then we'll work down all the way down to the putter. So let's find the driver box. Oh, also a disclaimer. The clubs that I have here were all bought with the money that I got from selling my old clubs, and then saved a little bit. So all this product stuff is out of my own pocket. So let's go with the driver here. So with the driver, I decided to go with Cobra. They played a lot of drivers last year because, as they would tend to say on the internet, I am a club hoe. So always trying out different clubs when they come out. But this year, I'll be dedicating myself to these clubs, and hopefully we won't change, but that's not guaranteed. But the plan is to stick with these clubs for all of next year. Also hope it's the end of the year, so these clubs are kind of on sale. So nicely wrapped. All right, so for the driver, oh, this isn't the driver. Nope. Whoops. All right, so for the driver, I went with the DS Adapt X. It's right there. Went with the 10.5. And the shaft on this is the Graphite Design Game Changer. I've tried plenty of shafts last year. Popular one is the Ventus. Performed well, but I just didn't like the feel. Started testing out graphite designs, loved the feel of these, and gave similar numbers I had with the Ventus, so decided to go with these. Okay, put this to the side. And then for the woods, decided to do the same thing. Went with the DS Adapt X. So I have the 3 wood. And then new for this year, usually play a 5 wood. But I bought into the 7 wood train. This is also 7 wood with a Graphite Design DI shaft, which I forgot to mention, the DI shaft is in the 3 wood also. So yeah, went with a 7 wood. For gapping purposes, so usually my driver goes around, I think I carry it around 260, 270, 3 woods like 240, 250-ish. I had the 5 wood, but I usually hit that around 230, 235, and it was too close of a yardage to the 3 wood, so I'm going with the 7 wood this year. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more versatile, and the gapping won't be so close. Because when you get clubs, you don't want, especially the woods, you don't want them to have them too close. Then it'll just defeat the purpose of having them, because if you could hit your 3 wood this like 5 years longer than your 5 wood, you probably won't be touching your 5 wood much. So there we go with that. Those look very beautiful. All right. Comes in a box. Just head covers. Let's put this to the side. Okay, and then now we're gonna go to the irons, which I'm very excited about. For those who are watching, family, friends who've played with me, know I go through irons like water. So I'm always changing. So these I'm very excited about. So let's go to the irons. I think this is the iron. Let's see. All right. So I live in the Midwest, so I'll be practicing, for out of curiosity, I'll be practicing. Luckily I have a golf dome by me that's literally 5 minutes, so we'll be practicing there. I'll be documenting there. And okay, let's get this iron box open here. Ooh, this looks beautiful. All right. Let's see how they do this. Ooh, these are beautiful. All right. So with the irons, I went with Suxon. I think there's extra irons in here. So I went with the Suxon ZIR, or not ZIR, ZIX series. Did a lot of research. Was looking for something forgiving, but yet not too bulky. So these fit the bill. So they're a player iron with a touch of forgiveness. So having not hit a ball for about 4 months, we're gonna need all the help we can get. All right. Yep. So the other iron's in here. All right. Toss this to the side here. All right. So with the irons, I decided to go with 3-through pitching wedge. So with the 3 wood, I'll be switching that out between this and the 7 wood, just depending on how I'm feeling that day. I love using long irons off the tee, not so much from the fairway, hence why I got the 7 wood. So with the So with the 3 and 4 iron, I went with the utility irons from Suxons, which are the ZXIUs. So it's a 3 and a 4. They have the Mitsubishi MMT graphite shafts on here. Ooh, okay. Beautiful. So with these irons, they are utility irons. A little bit more forgiveness on these on the long irons than a normal iron. Also, hopefully, they can be utilized around the greens also. So if I have like a long chip, I could just do like a bump and run with like a 3 or 4. Okay, put these down here. And then now to the bread and butter of the bag. So let me see here. All right. So with the irons, we have the ZXI7s, 5-through pitching wedge with, and then these guys have, grip's a little dirty. Oh well. So these guys have the Project X shafts. These are a newer shaft that I believe just came out this year. So I love playing the Project X. They had a blue label on them. But they were a little too, I would say, stiff. They were pretty rigid. So you really had to like step on one, get them up in the air. So with the Project X Reds, they are higher launching, or slightly higher launching than the blues, but they still have that same feel, which I liked about the blues. So these will help me the ball in the air a little bit. Yeah, and then I believe the spin rates go up a little bit, so that would help hold the greens. And then these are just great looking. Yeah, all right. And then to the wedges, we went with the RTZ wedges. So in the RTZ wedge, I went 50, 54, 58 to properly gapped the irons to, or the wedges to the irons. And then these guys, I just love the Project X shafts. So I went with their wedge shafts on these. Also, same feel, but a little softer due to being a wedge shaft. So hopefully these will work out. I'm sure. Yeah, so those also look beautiful. All right. Now, this guy, so the only thing that kept my scores from going to the moon would probably be this putter. I've played their putters for the past year and a half. Believe in their technology, and it just totally made me a better putter. So I did play the Oz putter they have, but for me the insert on the Oz putter was just a little too hot. So I decided to sell that with other clubs and get this guy. So here we go. And then I'll have a link in the description to this video to all these clubs I get. So if you decide to just want to check them out and see what they're about, check out their products, you could do that. Once again, I'm not paid by these guys. These are all straight from my money, straight from my pocket. It's just doing research and having dealt with them before. Good. Well, son's gonna have a field day with these. Cut this open here. Been waiting to open this guy because there's a little instructions on how to take care of your putter. All right, so let's open this guy up. Ooh-wee. Ooh. When I was looking at colors, because they have different colors for this putter, there's a lot of them, and then there's a new one that they came out. I was kind of a little hesitant on getting it, but my goodness, this thing looks beautiful. So with the putter, decided to get a counterbalance putter. I did play a little heavier head with my other putters in standard, but I tried out the counterbalance at the stores felt really good, so I decided to go with the counterbalance, which is comes with a stock Acura shaft, graphite shaft. So for the color, do a little suspense. Ooh. Get a little closer. Let me cut it out of the cover here, and then I'll get close to the camera. Ooh wee. All right. So the color, I decided to go with the purple. So with the alignment lines, the stock DF3s, I kind of had a hard time lining it up. So with this one, went with the lines there. You can see. All right. All right. Well, that's it for the unboxing and the introduction to the channel. So if you like the video and want to take this journey with me, just like and subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram at dmallsgolf, and be trying to put out a lot of content and updates on this journey. So thanks guys again for watching this, and stay safe out there, take care, and like to alliterate one more time, you're not alone, you're never alone. So take care guys.
Sounds right.